5 seconds to go. Start. We must be mindful of the fact that the interview in such cases is not being held at the very threshold of the service while making recruitments at the junior most level. Rather, the interview is being held to fill up a senior position in the district judiciary, that of an additional district and sessions judge. Such officers, based on their prior experience, must be expected to demonstrate a proficiency in judicial work born from their long years of service. The purpose of the interview for officers in that class is to assess the officer in terms of the ability to meet the duties required for performing the role of an additional district and sessions judge. Consequently, there would be a reasonable and valid basis if the High Court were to do so, to impose a requirement of a minimum eligibility or cut-off both in the written test and in the viva voce separately. The rules can be supplemented to fill in gaps. That leads us to the analysis of the provisions of Rule 6 on the one hand and Rule 8 on the other. As we have already noticed, Rule 6.1a provides for promotion to 65% of the posts to the higher judicial service on the basis of the principle of merit cum seniority and the passing of a suitability test. The principle of merit cum seniority is an approved method of selection where merit is the determinative factor and seniority plays a less significant role. Where the principle of merit cum seniority is the basis, the emphasis is primarily on the comparative merit of the judicial officers being considered for promotion. Resultantly, even a junior officer who demonstrates greater merit than a senior officer will be considered for promotion. Through their letter dated 2nd March 2023, the state government raised an objection to the recommendations made by the High Court. The state requested the High Court to clarify the non-recommendation of a certain officer who were higher in seniority to the officers recommended by the High Court. While as an abstract proposition, promotion of judicial officers on the basis of seniority alone may impart objectivity to the entire process, this court has also cautioned against using seniority as the sole criterion for promotion in such cases. The higher or superior judicial service is a gateway to eventual appointments to the High Court. Steps may legitimately be taken by the High Court to ensure that appointments to the higher echelons of the judiciary does not become a parade of mediocrity. In Sant Ram Sharma v. State of Rajasthan, a constitution bench of this court held that consideration of merit along with seniority in the procedure of promotion is not violative of Article 14 and 16 of the Constitution. It was also observed the question of proper promotion policy depends on various conflicting factors. It is obvious that the only method in which absolute objectivity can be ensured is for all promotions to be made entirely on grounds of seniority. That means that if a post falls vacant, it is filled by the person who has served longest in the post immediately below. Stop.